I'm glad to have you on my channel once more. And today I'll just be talking to my younger version, the younger version of me. What do I mean by the younger version of me? If you're in your teenage age, you're in your early 20s, you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s, probably you're just getting to 40. This is an advice that young people, or the common mistakes that young people make, that they leave, or before they realize it, it becomes too late. I will be saying I'm advising the younger version of me. What are the common mistakes that young people make? Number one, I will run away from it. Number one mistakes that young people make is thinking that sex or free sex is free. Experimenting with sex. Thinking that it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me. Once you are growing, once nature made it that once you are into your teenage age, those attributes, if you're a lady, if you're a young man, you start craving for sex. And if you don't manage it at an early age, if you don't discipline yourself, that attitude will get you into trouble. What do I mean? Number one advice is, as early as you can, once you have a job, once you can take care of yourself, get married if you can. There's nothing wrong in somebody that is in his 25, even for the ladies, maybe from 21, 22 to get married. It will save you a lot of stress. Your body count running from one lady or running from one man to the other will not help. It will actually make your life more complicated. Free sex is expensive. Let me just put it that way. Sex, especially unguided or out of the confines of marriage, is actually expensive. It can cost you a lot of things. It costs you money, it costs you time, it costs you emotional, it costs a lot of stress. So I would advise my younger version of me. Actually got married when I was 30 years. I didn't get married too early, and I didn't get married too late. So, but my younger version of myself, if I have opportunity of advising my younger self, 30 is good, but you could have made it a little better, probably in your 25s. You would have hastened up things. But I'm not complaining. So I'm advising you, once you are able to take care of yourself, don't make it too fancy. Not until you have everything in the world before you can settle down. So number one is, be careful with sex. Let me say it again. Be careful with sex, because it can ruin, it can mar you. Number two, enough of that. Number two is not realizing that life is short. You know, I was just looking at my son. I was looking at him. I just looked at his account some years back, just like yesterday. and the young man is 11 years old. And before you know it, he's in his 20s. So I was thinking, this life is really short. Before you know it, add 10, add 20, okay, add 30 years to your age. Don't you think you'll be walking with walking stick then? Don't you think you'll be old? The strength will not be there again. So realizing quickly or too late that life in itself is short. If life is short, you have to get it done. I didn't say get rich quick, no. Neither am I saying get rich slow, no. I'm saying understand that life is short. Since life is short, take life, walk fast, depend and run as much as you can. If it's to get your education quickly done, good. If it's to get your careers, whatsoever God has put in your heart to pursue it quickly. Don't think that you have the whole day. Don't think that you have the whole year. Don't think that the strength will be there forever. Look at it 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And before you know it, a year is gone. So the common mistake is that they think that they have forever. They think that they have forever to plan their life. They think they have forever to live their life, not realizing that life is short. The third one I want to say is this: invest. I don't have money to invest. That is the next thing they will tell you. My brother, my sister, invest in your life. Yes, they are paying you a huge amount of money. Huge amount of money with no interest equals to nothing. Small amount of money with a lot of investment equals a lot. You don't need to invest everything, but make sure that once something is in your hand, you have invested it into something. You can invest it if the money is enough to buy a landed property. If the money is enough to buy a landed property, please do that. If the money is enough to invest in farming, do that. If the money is enough to invest in shares, you're saying farming, you can farm, you can invest in cash crops, you can invest in a lot of things. Invest in life. Life is short. The salary may not be enough, but it's enough to do something. It's enough to erect something. It's enough to buy a bag of cement. It's enough to buy some blocks. It's enough to do something. You know, it just reminds me of the story of the talented guys in the Bible. One said, I have only one and I'm going to bury it. The one that had two didn't go and bury it. There's no much difference between 1 and 2. The one that had 2 had to invest it. So a younger version of myself, I would tell myself, you know what? No matter how little it is, sit down. You have 10,000 to spare. I know that a lot of people that watch this video, you have 1,000, you have any amount of money you have that is sitting somewhere, or you may not even have, but somehow money may come into your hands. The first thing you should think of is, how much of it am I gonna invest? It doesn't have to be that you are investing to buy the whole of a country. It could be that you are just investing to buy something little that will yield more. You could invest in yourself, in your career. You could, but most importantly, invest in something that will produce something for you. Then, I think this should be the last, or the second to the last. The last one I want to share is this. Do something that can yield for you even while you're sleeping. You know, the banks these days, from 8 to 4 p.m., if you want to walk into the bank and perform a transaction, once it's 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. or 5 p.m., depending on the banks, they will close their doors. But you know one funny thing, you could still send money even when the doors are shut throughout the night. And most times during the night, the transactions, the networks are better. So what will I advise the younger version of myself? What I will advise the younger version of myself is, do something that even while you sleep, it's working. Example, do something like people watch content at any time of the day. Do something outside content. Do a lot of things that even if you're sleeping, at the comfort of your sleep, it's still yielding. It's still yielding. I remember, I think there was a time when I was in university then, I bought some shares then in Zenith Bank. And when I bought it, I was a student. They were still sending money to me. As they send money to me, I hope you have eaten. I said, yes, I've eaten. Or I'm hungry. They send money to me. And out of that money, I was able to buy, I think, 1,000 units of Zenith shares then. I can't remember how many units, but it's still there. Till date, sometimes they will send you some money. When I was a student, up to now, they still send me some money. So the person that was sending me money, the day she heard it, he said, what? So that was when she now went and bought hers. You get, what am I saying? Start early. Start early, don't waste your time. Then I think the last one is this. This one just is very, very important. Don't chase fantasies. Don't be chasing things that are irrelevant. Don't focus on the things that are not important. What do I mean? You know, some people focus so much about what to wear, clubbing, enjoyment, fantasies, things that will fade away, things that don't have, things that will not take. Okay, let me not use the word that will fade away. Let me say the things that will not take care of you when you're old. The truth of the matter is that there will be a time you will. There will be a time you will expire. There will be a time you will be at home. You'll not be going to the normal work that you used to go to. Those times is those investments that you make that will speak for you. Those times, those things that will pay your medical bills. It's those things that will put food on your table. It's those things that will matter. So I would advise my younger self if I had the opportunity, and I'm still advising myself, don't chase fantasies. As simple as you can be simple. As simple as you can look it. Don't get life complicated. Advise yourself, be focused. Don't beat around the bush. Get yourself focused. This is a little few advice I will have for my younger self, and for you that is watching that is that is still less than 40 years. I hope if you invest in your time, invest something that will yield. Invest in properties. If you can build. Invest in shares. Invest in agriculture. Invest in something, and at the end of the day, you will regret it. Please take number one very, very serious. If it's becoming an issue when you're not yet able to get married, my dear, ask God to help you. But running from one lady or from one man to another will not help you. God bless you and stay blessed.